IT used to be simply restricted to improving productivity of the system. Now it is going beyond that. People are asked to create different marketing or sales or business opportunities out of the existing IT environment. So in the same lines, a lot of investment is going to be happening on big data. And to help you and to guide you and to give you some insights why that is being blocked is 59% of people lack the skill and knowledge to use and deploy those business intelligence as service applications. 41% of integration with the existing tools is not there. So whatever data you have currently lying, you've been lying in your different sources cannot be integrated in different tools. That is one of the restrictions. And 37% feel that there is a security and manageability issue. So they don't feel that they would be using any tool to access and manage data. So here is what business intelligence as service will help there. So what it does is it does not actually move the data. It will simply process the data in somewhere in the middle and provide you solutions without actually migrating data from your actual source. So that is why it is very, very important to understand business intelligence as service and try to get more business out of this while initiating a conversation right now with the customers. So I already covered almost most of it. How will you be consuming, or a customer will be consuming a data is there will be different tools. Some of the tools are already being built in Office 365. So Office 365 is a public cloud service by Microsoft in which, in case a customer has already got a lot of data in his different sources, he uses some tools of business intelligence to refine that data, and it can be consumed through Office 365 in a very simple Excel sheet. So there are different application upgrade which are happening on Excel. In case someone is using the latest Excel, he would see Power Pivot tool, etc., being upgraded on very frequent basis. So all those are there to help you consume the data in a very, very simple and understanding format so that you can utilize it on the go instead of waiting for other people to give you more insights. So a customer will learn once you provide him the data, and you earn your services or revenue through the services which you are giving to a customer on subscription platform. It is all on monthly subscription basis. You can provide these services. So as I was saying, a lot of changes are happening in devices as well. So as per the data, I wanted to throw around some data as well. 52% of information workers across 17 countries report using 3 or more devices for work. So you can see, in case, let us assume an insurance company, they work purely on their customer base. I have 100 customers with me. In case I move out, and that data is either I'm trying to use it for some other organization, I join any other insurance company. So that data which I'm using from one place to the other is going to be big damage for the organization which was you giving that data to that employee. So now all these device management things which I explained you in details are going to be really of great help, and tablet consumption is going to increase. And majority or 90% of enterprise will have 2 or more operating systems. That is why I said Microsoft is going to be upgrading their services on very regular basis. You must have seen Microsoft from last 7 to 8 months. It's a huge, huge change which is happening. So every day, on daily basis, we are observing that something new or the other is being added. So just to give you some insights, ADFS, which is Active Directory Federation Services, currently has 20,000 applications which are compatible to it. And it is increasing day by day. New services people are creating, and we are simply adding it on as service in ADFS. So your aim should be enable users everywhere. You should not be scared that there is a lot of restrictions which you need to have, but you can be cautious giving data with a lot of confidence, with a lot of control as well, which you will know, and you can manage it really well. You can protect your data, as I said, you can remote swipe and you can encrypt and you can selectively give. So you can create a portal and then you can have selective access of that portal to people. So in case someone you want to give certain CRM rights to those devices, you can selectively do it. So all those capabilities are given by device management as service. So here is again some data which says 25% of external app implementation spendings will be on mobility, cloud analytics, and social. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Social is going to be big, big, big changer all across. You would be seeing that any organization today, let us assume a new kind of organization, new age organization like a Snapdeal or a Flipkart. How do you think that they are growing so fast? They are using social media to the fullest. They are using WhatsApp and other new age technologies to the fullest. So how and where these are going to be integrated into a system is what you need to decide right now. So Microsoft has created a platform called Yammer, through which an enterprise can reach out to their customers, employees, etc., on a single platform, so that they are much more easily reachable. A lot of data transfer can happen. A lot of communication can happen on very, very frequent basis. So it is like it can be automated to a certain level. It has manual controls, it has restrictions. So it gives you a complete manageability platform on which you can actually share a lot of data on very frequent basis. So social is going to be a big, big, and it has got integration with Microsoft other applications like SharePoint and Office 365. So all those things are happening at the back end, which will be much more volatile today. Today, I'm just saying because things are still on the development. I know a lot of insights which are going to change the social media by a storm. A lot of organizations which are looking at leveraging social media will have automated tools through which they can update their social media presence on very frequent basis. So all those are work in progress. So here is, I covered majority of these. So here is what we are trying to say here is, we have capabilities now to process the data at a much faster pace as we used to process earlier. And outcomes are also much better presented as it used to be earlier. Windows Azure is again being in the midst of the capabilities of Windows Azure have been truly given to a data center service provider to actually integrate every single operation seamlessly. So this is where it is shown that Windows Azure with application connectivity with on-prem as well as a data center. So here is again, as I said, 4 important pillars: the data center transformation, then you have the business intelligence, and then you have people approach for device management, etc. And finally, the applications which you are going to support through it. So here is the complete stack which is available on a single consistent platform across all the devices. So thanks a ton for bearing with me. I wanted to kind of give you a lot of insights. I think it might have been cramped into this small session. But I wanted to be fair with the session because it was a session in which you wanted some insights. And since the technology is changing, you would want to be ahead of the curve and be early adopters because you wouldn't want to miss out on the excitement which is there across. Thanks a ton. And I would request Nikhil to now.
Thank you, Neeraj, for giving such a nice presentation. Please be on the stage. Mr. Nikhil is going to just have a small token of appreciation from our. Webworks is now pleased to announce the launch of another in-demand service that will be available on demand for customers. It will be the Webworks Content Delivery Network along with the another industry leader, Limelight Networks. I would like to call upon Mr. Vivin Varghese. He will give you more details on this offering.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know how many of you are aware about Webworks network. Webworks is one of the India's best network when it comes to the latency and the network efficiency. We have close to 40 plus industry leading ISPs who is peering directly with us. We have all the major DNS root servers also hosted within our data center. And most of the cases, our customers are happy that they have less than 40 ms as an average latency to the customers also. Every time a new customer comes up, be it a small challenge or it's a very complicated challenge, we are always excited to work with the new partners and new customers and solve their problems. With Webworks Limelight partnership, we are able to bring 3 major products to everyone as a service. The first one is a content delivery network, and the second one will be storage on cloud, and the third one will be media services where you can do your live streaming, etc. When we talk about Limelight, Limelight is one of the largest net content delivery networks across the globe, managing more than 10% of the more than 10% of the internet bandwidth. They have customers like Apple, IBM, Samsung, etc., where they deliver their updates and their contents. With this partnership model, this opportunity is not just being delivered to the customers, but also to the partners, which means when you be a partner with Webworks in the Elite or the referral partnership, you'll be able to resell the same services also. We have Mr. Rahul from Limelight here. Rahul? Rahul in the last, so any guys you wanted to have any queries about Limelight, you guys can directly talk to him.
Thank you, Vivin, for giving such a nice thought on CDA. Okay, now let's talk about business continuity and work area recovery. It has become critical for any part of any business. We, as a Webworks, now offer nearshore work area recovery, disaster recovery, and BCP services. And it gives me great pride in announcing that one of our earliest customers to adopt this offering is none other than the leading German automaker. Any guesses? Yeah, it's Volkswagen. I would I would like to call Mr. Nilesh Thakkar from our team. He will give you through offering on this space. Nilesh, please come on stage.
Thank you so much. I'm sure like all of you have seen the earlier presentations which cover up the complete new technology, new adoptions, and that's something which talks about the business ability side. So every business has the 2 coins of the side, business ability and the business continuity. So I'll take you forward on the business continuity side, and that's something is about the how you can preserve the critical business function in the face of a disaster. Okay. So now Webworks has the capability to take forward this. So this is what we would like to cover on that. Business continuity, the definition says business continuity is the preparedness of an organization to ensure the continuity, resumptions, and the recovery of a critical business process at an agreed level and limit the impact of the disaster on people, process, and the infrastructure. So this is covering up the complete gamut. Like business operates on all these pillars, and that's the key factors that when we plan for business continuity, we have to ensure that the business continuity is covered up on all these pillars. This is the pillars which covers up the complete business operations on that one. And that's where we talks about all these 4 pillars, which being infrastructure, data, your site, and the people. Every components, every points are very critical for driving business forward on that one. Be it infrastructure, which is a backbone for your business. Every business resides on those key infrastructures and which ensure the complete automations or the entire the delivery, the results of that one. And that's something about the infrastructures. Next about the data, we call data is the last